welcome to another interesting segment on Home Truth Nigeria. So today I'd like to run a topic called How Real Nigerian Men Handle Relationship. So some of you are dating Nigerians or you're about to go into a serious relationship with a Nigerian man. Yet a lot of you have no idea how the real Nigerian man handles relationship. You see, there are ways an average Nigerian man who is real handles relationship. And if you don't see it, then you need to have a rethink, especially when you're not seeing this in the relationship you have with your Nigerian man. So I'm making this video to basically point out how real Nigerian men basically handle relationship and to expose you to things you need to know to guide you. So how then do real Nigerian men handle relationship? Stepwise, if you ask me. Now the first thing a real Nigerian man does is to get your attention. So when a Nigerian man is interested in you or finds you fascinating, the first thing he does is to try to get your attention. So how he does that, or how does he show interest in you? It depends on two things: what he sees and what he has observed in you. Now, it's either the Nigerian man has seen a picture of you on social media, on a dating site, and he finds you quite stunning and attractive. And for this, he tries to get your attention. Or he could be that he has seen you physically, like you've passed him on numerous occasions, and he finds you very attractive. And for that, he tries to get your attention. Getting your attention could be getting to talk to you, from there, getting to ask your number. For whatever reason, you will know that the Nigerian man is interested in you. And once he sees that he is attracted, he starts observing you, and then tries to get your attention. So this brings me to the question. Brings me to the question: how did that Nigerian man you're talking to or you with? How did he meet you? Did he see something about you online that got him attracted to you, and then he declared his interest and he came to you? Or he just tried you, he didn't even say anything, your profile was just on private, not for everyone to see, and he just is trying his luck, and then luckily he clicked. Now it's important to know that there is this rule of attraction you should never discard. It's very important. When a Nigerian man declares interest in you, the most important thing you want to find out is he attracted to you? Is he coming to you because he found something that has attracted him to you? So this is important for you to know as a lady. Don't just say, "Oh, he likes my personality," and then he no. Is he attracted to you? It's very, very important. Just as you find him attractive, is he also attracted to you? Now, the next thing he does after declaring his interest in you is he starts chasing and wooing you. There's the chasing and wooing stage. So he has seen you, he likes you. Now he starts chasing and wooing you. Now at this stage, it's either he's calling if he likes you and was able to get your number, so he starts calling you. On the other hand, if he wasn't able to get your number, he starts writing you online, so that you get to know him more, and he also gets to know you more. So now, one real way Nigerian men, chase or express their interest when they are chasing and winning a lady is this. You need to observe: one, they don't pressure you. A real Nigerian man will not pressure you at all while he's wooing you. They will try to maintain their calmness and respect for themselves. And they don't start calling you sweet names. Immediately they see you, "Oh, baby, sweetheart," try to love bomb you. Real Nigerian men seldom do this. The next thing they do is they give you time. They give you time to reflect on what they've said. They won't pressure you with love letter in the morning, love letter in the night, emoji, all of this love bombing. And they give you time to get to reflect on what they've told you. And the next thing is they would always approach you with respect. They understand it's your decision to make. So they approach you with respect and then leave you to make the decision. And then occasionally they try to check up on you, just to see maybe if perhaps it's taking you time, weeks, and you've not come up with your answer because you need time. While they're waiting, they try to come and check up on you. Now, my question to ladies listening to me is: did you chase your Nigerian man? Did you start the conversation? Were you the one who showed interest in him because you find him so stunning and gorgeous? Well, if you're doing any of this, you have to stop it because it's very uncultural for us. Some of you do the calling and the texting the moment the Nigerian man declares interest, the thing is, it is wrong because you put yourself in a situation where he sees you to be desperate. Now, there's no problem if you decide to reach him sometimes, especially if you've not heard from him for some days. You can reach out just to know if he's okay, well, and fine. However, it's important for you to give yourself respect. Let the Nigerian man do the wooing and chasing. It allows you to get the respect later on in the relationship, not the other way around. Now, the next thing the Nigerian man does, the moment he is wooed and he's chased and wooed you, the next thing he does is he tries to make you to feel comfortable. You know, he makes you feel comfortable. One way of doing this is to help you answer questions you have already in your head, questions you need proof on. For instance, you want to know that he is not seeing anybody, and he answers these questions with sufficient proof. You know, he would sometimes video call you at a time when maybe you feel people who are in a relationship are meant to be together. It could be at night, Valentine's Day, holidays, weekend, etc. You know, he will tell you also the nature of his job and that there is availability period because of his job or his businesses, and he would do everything with proof. And then you may maybe meet a friend or two or more of his friends who would also back up what he has told you, you know, just so that you feel more confident and comfortable. You know, this is what he's trying to make you feel, because even though you're far, the fact that he has made you feel comfortable and also cleared every doubt or questions that are lingering in your head, it allows you to feel relaxed, knowing that, okay, whatever thing that is happening, given the distance, everything is fine. Now, in contrast to scammers or romance scammers would also try to make you feel comfortable. But if you are very observant to little and tiny details, you will understand that the romance scammers are not consistent with the narrative they put out to you. A romance scammer will tell you things you can't actually draw close correlation to. You and because you can't draw correlation to what they are telling you, it will result to a lot of arguments, you know, and fights. You will see this a lot with romance scammers, and then you understand that the romance scammer will be filled with so many excuses, and he would never show accountability for any. The most important thing he does or he offers to you is the moment you're angry, he comes to tell you, oh baby, I'm sorry, you know, this and that. That's the best he offers you. But in contrast to the real Nigerian man, he will make you feel comfortable with proof, and he is accountable for anything he does or says. Now, the moment he makes you feel comfortable, the next thing he does is to gel the relationship. So the next thing he does is to gel the relationship. So this basically means he puts his true intention on why he is with you in the relationship, what he hopes to achieve in the relationship, where he sees the both of you. So for instance, if the goal is to maybe end up together as man and wife, he tries to put this into your mind so you see where he's going to gradually on the long run. So this is where both of you start to, you know, have understanding, and where you get to know your do's and don'ts. This is where you start, you know, getting used to yourself more. You know, these do's and don'ts comes because he has made you comfortable around him, and now you can both openly and freely talk about things, everything that matters, including your do's and don'ts, and in most cases, the likely expectations you want from this relationship. Now, the next thing is, the moment this do's and don'ts is done, the next thing is you will see your Nigerian man now protecting your interests. Or this is what some of you in the West call control. But you see, I always advise you, find yourself a Nigerian man who is concerned about protecting your interests. Like, for instance, you see this behavior on them, concerned about the kind of clothes you put on, they're concerned about some choices you make in life, they're concerned about your lifestyle, concerned about maybe you stay out a lot late. You know, for a real Nigerian man, he doesn't see this as control, it is him protecting the interests of the woman he plans to be with. So the lady he wants to be with, especially with a real Nigerian man, he tries to protect your interest. Now, if you find yourself with a Nigerian man who doesn't do this, it is either he's sleeping, he doesn't give a hoot, or he is protecting the interest of another lady. And because he has seen that, okay, he can't act as a shield of protection around you, because, I mean, you are a tough feminist lady who don't believe a man should tell you what you should do, then he would accept his fate that this is a lost battle. He would look for a woman which he could express or try to protect the interest of this lady. So this is why sometimes the first person to reach out to you when you put out something or you post something, maybe concern about your clothes or something, is your Nigerian man. He could reach out to you and express his discomfort on maybe what you've put out. So if you're with a Nigerian man who doesn't do this, please think well. Nigerian men are born with ego and pride, and I say this sometimes. Sometimes it could give you this controlling nature, but most real Nigerian men are not trying to control you. They are just trying to protect your interest. Now, the next thing you will notice is that he's not going to ask you for money. Yes, real Nigerian man will not be with you if he loves you sincerely and he's asking you for money. Now, let me explain. See, if you're with a serious Nigerian man, of course, there are stages where, you know, you have to, first of all, want to know the size of his pocket. You know, it's important you know the size of his pocket. So the moment you know the size of his pocket, there are stages where you may get to spend. Like on his birthday, Valentine's Day, EDC, sometimes there are things that would warrant you to celebrate each other. You have to spend money. Also, there could be, times where he has no money and you figured it out because you're observant, like most women, and you just like, okay, let me assist you to get by this phase you are. So it happens where he could be down on cash and you're the first person he calls to for assistance. But this is not something that happens always. It's a rare occasion. So the thing is, most Nigerian men, even when they are going through difficulty financially, they don't want to tell you because they don't want to scare you. You could see him doing things that you know he wasn't doing before, giving excuses, and it's like it doesn't make sense because he wasn't acting this way. Well, he couldn't do some of these things he used to do because perhaps he's down on cash, and because he doesn't want to tell you this, like most real Nigerian men would, he tries to withdraw a little bit on certain things. Except you figure things out, you observe it, and then you see that okay, I think he's down on cash. That's why he's acting this way. You see that his pride is not allowing him to tell you this, and this is what real Nigerian men do. However, if you're with a Nigerian man who is comfortable begging you, asking you for money, bringing ideas to you on how to spend your money, he's always about money. He's talking about how he hasn't got money, talking about how things are hard for him, how he's suffering, how he's broke, and even making comparisons sometimes how other women are supporting their Nigerian men, mostly Western women. Run from that Nigerian man. You're dealing with a real time scammer. Any Nigerian man that comes to you complaining to you about him not having money, how things are hard, and indirectly asking you to assist him, run. Is a big time scammer. A real Nigerian man will not do this. Real Nigerian men will not do this. It is culturally inappropriate for us. Now, there's an excerpt from an article I saw. A lady asked, is it common for Nigerian men to ask a female for money? And someone said, no, it's not common for Nigerian men to ask a female for money. This is considered inappropriate and disrespectful in Nigerian culture. It's important to remember that money should never be used as a way to manipulate or control someone. I mean, scammers do this. Another person wrote, traditionally, Nigerian men are hesitant to accept financial support, especially from women. Cultural norm dictates that a man's earning are the benefits of the wife, children, and extended family, and then him. That if there's any left, why the woman's income is hers alone. So basically, like I said, ab initio, there are cases where your Nigerian man could come to you because it's so tight. But it's not a regular situation. It's not something that's always sounding in your ear. Oh, things are hard, things are tough. This is not the case for a real Nigerian man. If you find yourself in this, run. You're dealing with a scammer. Now, guys, in conclusion, if you're wondering if you're with a real Nigerian man or you're talking to one, I hope you take these steps. Think deeply, meditate on them, and it will give you clarity, most especially for those of you in a long distance relationship. Now, please have it in mind. We have real and honest Nigerian men who are decent, God fearing, and who only want to be with you because they are in love with you. However, if you spot some of these things I've mentioned in a real Nigerian man, in a Nigerian man you wait, and you need clarity, you can always write me on hometruth86 at gmail.com. Until then, guys, like, share, subscribe. Home Truth Nigeria. Peace out.